Well, hello there! It's that time again. Time for the blog that truly blazes. Here on this beautiful day of June the 28th of 2013. And as usual, I'm going to go over the energies of the end of last week's reading, what we're coming into now, and, of course, always most interesting, what lies ahead of us at the end of this week. So do stay tuned, more to follow. Okay, the first card is the last card of the previous week's reading. This card was the Moon. Ooh, spooky card. Darkness, uncertainty, confusion, deception. Ooh, sounds like Mercury retrograde to me, which we're in right now, and that's why this card came up. During Mercury retrograde, our thoughts can be a bit cloudy. Our actions can be confused, communications break down, travel can be kind of funky, and definitely don't want to make major purchases unless you really have to, or sign anything major unless it's imperative. Okay? So we find ourselves in this state of where we're not sure what's happening. And of course, when we first enter a retrograde, I think things tend to be the worst with it. Okay? You kind of get a bump going in, and you get a bump going out, and in the middle of it, you kind of get used to it. It depends on your astrological sign, your configuration, where Mercury falls in your chart, exactly how it's going to affect you. Okay? We just want to watch against overly restricting ourselves in our thinking and allowing ourselves to fall into just too much negativity, as we'll see in the next card. That's right, the next card is also not a fun card. It's the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, entitled Interference, is not as bad as it looks. It is funky. It's basically Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter wants to expand. Jupiter is perfectly willing to explore new things, willing to roll forward, take chances, and go where it hasn't gone before, and tends to be very generous, very benevolent. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is split thinking. It goes back and forth. It is mercurial. It is the essence of Mercury. It's quick-witted. It's light, it's airy, and it's like it just doesn't work right now. But see, the thing with this card, when you look at the traditional picture, it shows a woman standing in the middle of Eight Swords. She's got a blindfold on her eyes. She's got vines around her. She looks like she's stuck in the middle of these Eight Swords, held prisoner. But the thing is, if she shook her head, her blindfold would fall off. If she flexed her arms, the vines would fall away. There's a path to walk between the Eight Swords. So it is with this. Don't allow yourself to fall into restrictive, negative thinking. If you're feeling imposed upon, you feel pressured, you feel whatever, it's mostly going to be in here. It's a head trip. So just keep that in mind, and the best way to handle these situations, again, is just to keep rolling forward, taking one step at a time. Focus on things, again, from the past, taking care of unfinished projects, reading books you didn't finish before. If you got to do stuff with the computer, that's fine. Work on basic maintenance or things from the past projects. Don't try to forge into the future until after the retrograde. And things are going to get better by the end of this week, as you'll see. That's right. A good natural antidote to this Eight of Swords energy comes up next, and that is the Queen of Discs or Pentacles. Now, she's attributed to Capricorn, and Capricorn is careful, conservative, focused, and grounded. Good qualities. Good qualities to have during a retrograde. Good qualities to have pretty much any time. So towards the end of the week, you'll feel more grounded, you'll feel more centered, and you'll probably find that you're getting more of a sense of control over your financial situation. So this is a good time for, again, going back over the past, looking at financial records, examining investments, so not acting upon them. Anything you want to do to look at stuff is great, and getting that groundedness and that focus is always really, really good. Okay, so there you go. The blog blazed. You blazed with it. I appreciate you. I love you. And until I see you next week, oh, and I won't be coming on until after 4th of July. That's right, 4th of July is next Thursday. So, happy 4th of July. Till then, bright blessings.